Don't forget to check us out on Patreon, where you'll receive exclusive content to videos that are not available on YouTube. And for those of you that like the one video instead of the 2 video format, you get that as well.
Bam.
For $1.
Bam.
It's $1 a month.
Yep. I think we're cooler than a bag of Cheetos.
You can't even get that for $1.
Hey, that's true. Not hot Cheetos, though. Only like regular Cheetos.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. We hope to see you there. What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What's shaking, guys? How you living out there? Man, shout out to the free thinkers, of course, man. So body count.
We're getting around to body count, finally. It's been numerous requests for this band, man.
For so long, man.
And this is Ice-T's band. I remember that back in the day.
Yep,
right?
yep. Ice-T's band. We've heard of body count. I mean, I remember hearing that name, and I remember hearing about this song. But you know, I don't ever remember really listening to it. Maybe we've heard it. So this is a very, very controversial song, though. But like a ridiculously controversial song back then, and even now it still sounds controversial.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. It really does sound bad. I'm not bullshitting. I mean, when I hear it, I'm like, you know, that's kind of that has controversy written all over it.
Yeah,
it really does.
Yeah, but when you look at the background, because this is what we kind of did in the wiki, it says here that Ice-T referred to Cop Killer as a protest record. Stating that the song is in the first person of a character who is fed up with police brutality. You know what I mean? So he's taking you into that perspective. So Body Count is a thrash band. Yeah. Ice-T said he kind of started the band. We were looking at a video before we cut the camera on. He was saying he started a band because his friend played guitar and he just wanted an excuse to. You know,
he said Slayer was his favorite band.
Yeah, excuse to kind of give his friend an opportunity, and plus he loves Metal Slayer as his favorite brand, and he said he traveled all over Europe, and he realized that the kids mosh to hip hop, and he was just like, oh, that'd be cool to kind of start a rock band. So that's essentially how it came to be. So, and it looks like it ended up working for him, man, because you guys have been going so hard for us to do Body Count for so long, man. Yeah. So let's get into it, man. I'm assuming that Ice-T is rapping on this as well. It looks like it says here in the wiki that he's rapping. So, okay. All right, so let's get into it. Body Count, Cop Killer.
This next record is dedicated to some personal friends of mine, the LAPD. For every cop that has ever taken advantage of somebody, beat them down or hurt them because they got long hair, listened to the wrong kind of music, wrong color, whatever they thought was the reason to do it. For every one of those fucking police, I'd like to take a pig out here in this parking lot and shoot him in their motherfucking face.
He's going in, huh?
Cop Killer!
Okay.
Yeah! This shit's been too long. I got my 12 gauge sawed off. I got my headlights.
All right, man. I gotta be honest, man. It's just difficult for me to separate Ice-T right now, like the actor and rapper from the musician. And I'm trying to make that separation. You know what I'm saying, in my head. But I'm like, what is Ice-T doing? Like, my initial instinct, this is horrible, is like, what the hell is Ice-T doing right now? I'm so sorry, man. I really feel bad about that, man. That's not me being a free thinker. I know. It's just the way he sounds. He just sounds so awkward with this sort of punk feel. This sounds like an Anthrax song to me, just with the punk / thrash elements in it. We're gonna let it rock, though. We're gonna let it rock. I'm gonna try to get past that block, man. But I gotta be honest about what's swirling through my head right now. But okay. Any thoughts on the song so far?
Yeah, I hear you, George, man. It's just you know what I think about this so far? I know it just started. This is Ice-T's version of Pussifer. You know, Maynard has, you know, Tool and other bands as Perfect Circle as well. But I think, you know, Pussifer was kind of like his way to kind of release and do something different and abstract.
Mm-hmm. Without being within the confines of what Tool style was,
I think this is Ice-T's version of that, man. You know what I'm saying? This is his Pussifer type band. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
In other words, you don't like the song. No, it's like nice, like little Barry Sanders, like evasion of the question there.
That was pretty good, though.
That was smooth. All right, cool. Let's get back into it. Not really grabbing us at the moment, but we'll see.
I got my black shirt on. I got my black gloves on. I got my ski mask on. This shit's been too long. I got my 12 gauge sawed off. I got my headlights turned on.
shots off. I'm out to dust some cops off. I'm a cop killer, better you than me. Cop killer, fuck police brutality. Cop killer, I know your family's grieving. Fuck 'em. Cop killer, but tonight we get even. Got my brain on high. Tonight will be your night. I got this long ass knife, and your neck looks just right. Now my adrenaline's pumping. I got my cereal pumping. I'm out to kill me something. A pig stop me for nothing. Cop killer, better you than me. Cop killer, fuck police brutality. Cop killer, I know your mama's grieving. Fuck her. Cop killer, but tonight we get eaten.
I don't know about this one.
This is rough for me.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, man. This is a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. But switching gears a little bit, man, getting into the lyricism, man. Obviously, if you strip out the controversy here of the cop killer name of the title here, he's talking about police brutality and things of that nature. I'm looking down here at the outro. It's saying "fuck the police," and NWA had a song back in the day, "Fuck the Police," you know, and that was very controversial as well. But there was some deep lyricism in there as well in that song, and the song was hot though to me at the time, you know, outside of what was being said. Now we've done a lot of songs in every genre, rap, metal, country, that lacked substance in the lyricism, you know, and maybe wasn't the most honorable thing to be talking about. But some of those songs we liked a lot because of the groove or the musicianship or whatever the case may be that kind of lured us in the song and we liked. This song so far, regardless of the controversy, the song just doesn't sound good to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's my biggest thing. It's just difficult for me to get into the song. It doesn't help that we can't find it on any streaming platforms, right? So the quality that we have doesn't sound good. And on top of that, I don't know how I feel about punk in general, because this has heavy punk elements.
It does.
Many of the punk songs that I've heard, I just have not been grabbed by. I just think the chorus is oftentimes these shouting choruses, da da da, always sound very cheesy to me. It sounds just so cheesy. And I just feel like punk hasn't, from what I've heard, just hasn't aged very well. You know what I mean? Maybe I just need to hear more. Oh, I know I need to hear more to really have what I would feel is a more solid opinion on punk.
Right.
But from what I've heard, it just doesn't seem, those shouting choruses always just make me roll my eyes like, oh my God. You know, so I don't know, man. I understand that this is in response to police brutality. I'm not mad at people, you know, having these controversial songs because it's supposed to bring light to injustices, right? That's what it's supposed to do. Yes, he named it Cop Killer to make you pay attention. So that was the whole point of him naming it Cop Killer. You know what I mean? Now that I got your attention. Oh, I got your attention now. This is what's happening. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. So I get it, and it falls in line with metal and anti-this and being rebellious. And so I'm not mad at that at all, but I just think it's just a rough listen in terms of quality and the cheesy sort of punk choruses. But let's keep it going though.
Cop killer, fuck police brutality. Cop killer, I know your mama's grieving. Fuck her. Cop killer, but tonight we get even. Tonight we get even. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck Daryl Gates. Fuck the police. For Rodney King. Fuck the police. For my dead homies. Fuck the police. For your freedom. Fuck the police. Don't be a pussy. Fuck the police. Have some motherfucking courage. Fuck the police. Sing along. Cop killer. Cop killer. Cop killer. Cop killer. Cop killer. What do you want to be when you grow up? Cop killer. Good choice. Cop killer. I'm a motherfucking cop killer. Cop killer. Better you than me. Cop killer. Fuck police brutality. Cop killer. I know your mama's grieving. Fuck her. Cop killer. But tonight we get even.
And honestly, man, I don't even think that they played. Like, I don't think that they were bad. You know what I mean? In terms of just the musicianship, I think it actually, because I was kind of looking up punk rock as we were listening to this song, and I mean, you know, people who are musicians or you know, historians of metal or rock
Right.
will be able to kind of fill this in for me or kind of enlighten me a bit. But it seems like they played well for what it was, for that punk rock
Sound.
stripped down sound. Because punk rock, it says here's a genre that emerged in the mid 1970s. It's saying that it was a kind of a anti-establishment genre, right? It was sort of created because of the access of mainstream in 1970s rock. It embraces a stripped down instrumentation and often political anti-establishment lyricism, right? You know, so that,
He checked all that.
yeah, and it seemed like out of, and also comparing it to other punk rock songs that I've heard in the past, it seems like that sounded pretty good for what it was. So maybe I can understand why people were into it. And obviously I can understand that people almost having a certain level of maybe even respect for Ice-T to take it there, right? To take
Have
it
the
to
courage
that,
to do it.
to take it to that level, right? You know, and have a controversial song like this. Like I said, we're talking about metal, the mindset of people who listen to metal, anti-establishment, things of that nature. Metalheads appreciate people who are willing to go there. You know what I mean? To touch subject matter that you're not going to see in the mainstream, right? Now, if this is considered the standard for punk rock, like a certain this type of pattern, right? These types of sort of I feel like I've heard that a lot. And if I like that pattern, then I would be in a punk rock. But it seems like that there's certain riffs and grooves and shouting choruses, everything that seems to be associated with punk rock. Not everything, but many things that seem to be associated with punk rock just don't do it for me musically. You know what I mean? This song just didn't sound good to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down
I feel
to.
you.
And also, I just think the lyrics. I mean, I get it. You know, he said at the end it's for his dead homies, and he mentioned Rodney King in here and Daryl Gates, and you know we all know about the Rodney King, the police brutality that he experienced and all that other stuff. But it doesn't help that the lyrics were just. And again, I know that this is a punk rock thing, but it doesn't help that the lyrics didn't really have a lot of creativity in how they were, or even artistry in how they were delivered. But again, I get that. I get that it's punk rock. It's not supposed to have that. Even still, the music accompanying it as well is just a nail in the coffin for me. So nah, man. Nah, did not like this at all.
Yeah. Well said. I didn't like the shit either. We could end the video.
I guess that's it, man. That was just a rough listen. There are listens sometimes, guys, man, where it's just like I cannot wait for the song to be over. Give us another one for you know what? Let me try something because somebody that we both know, Ryan knows this person, told us to check out one song. It's called Mama's Gotta Die Tonight. Let's check that, man. I don't want to do Ice like that. Honestly, let me be real, man. Let me be real. Like we're always real, but let me be extra real. I feared that this would happen with Body Count based off of what people were saying in the comments about Body Count, how they have like people mentioned that they had punk rock elements and this and that. And I like Ice-T, you know, I rock with Ice. So I was like, I don't want to shit on Body Count, man. It just sounded like it was going to be something that I wouldn't like. I don't know what Ryan thought about that, but just me personally, I was just like, oh my God. I was like, it just seems like something that I'm probably not going to be into. Plus Ice-T, I ain't really like Ice-T as a rapper. So, you know what I'm saying? Even as a rapper, I didn't like Ice-T. So I'm like, what? Am I going to like him in a metal band?
Right.
That's not even his like primary shit. So I was just, it just didn't seem like something that was going to go over very well, and I'm sad to say that actually came to fruition.
Yes,
so
it did.
let's try Mama's Gotta Die Tonight real quick. Let's see, just to give them another shot, because this was we kind of went in on them, or at least I did. And Ryan ain't fucking with it either, but I'm kind of really going in on them. All right, let's try this, man. This is for someone personal that we know. You know what I mean? Who said that this is a pretty good song? You know, let's see, man. Mama's Gotta Die Tonight. Already. This sounds like a different group.
She taught me hate for race, that's why I hate you. There's only one way I can make it right. Mama's gotta die tonight. There's only one way I can make it right. Mama's gotta die tonight. Mama, I always loved my mama. I always loved my mama. I love the way she.
This sounds like a different band.
Yeah.
All right, Body Count's back on. They're back on the.
But I still didn't like Ice-T's sound.
No.
I'm just keeping it 1,000.
Yeah,
you know? The way he's approaching this song and the other one, Cop Killer, it just doesn't mesh well to me. That's the way it sounds to me.
Yeah.
But the groove, to your point,
I was trying to go to the positive route first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Positive route. Positively, this sounds like a completely different song than the other one. And maybe it's just obviously because Ryan said this when we were listening to it. It's just we just like certain types of riffs.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
That's hot. I mean, knock it over my coffee.
God.
That's just hot. You know what I'm saying? We have an affinity for those slow, heavy riffs.
Yeah.
And it's just, again, the groove, man. The slower pace with the drumming in this was dope. And then even the transition that they made into that groove was nasty.
I kind of feel like if I was going to do a metal band or any kind of metal music in general, this is what I would like it to sound like, though.
It just sounds
groove-wise. This is what I'm like, this right here. Okay, let's stay in this pocket right here.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. So it looks like this to me sounds a little bit more closer to Slayer. You know what I mean? Their style, and the other song sounded a little bit more sounded closer, in my opinion, to Anthrax, something Anthrax would do. You know what I mean? So again, I guess what it comes down to, again, to conclude it, is maybe punk just isn't, our thing. I mean,
sound that we're like, gravitating to.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of punk songs that I've heard outside the channel, guys, to be honest with you, and it just has not grabbed me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just has not. So maybe we need to do maybe a marathon or something like that to kind of confirm that.
Yeah.
But is it going to be a marathon of us shitting on it? That's what I fear, is like an entire marathon of us just
not
destroying
liking
every
single
song.
Yeah,
that would be a disaster, probably.
I doubt that, though, man. It can't. There's got to be at least one.
Yeah.
No,
We're going to see.
No, there's got to be songs that we like, man. You know what I'm saying? It can't be a whole. We can't blanket a whole genre on us not liking every single song.
Yeah.
I don't think that is even possible.
Yeah.
I really don't think so.
I don't know.
But George don't want to take that chance.
I don't know how that's gonna look. Yeah, but like Ryan said, man, not really feeling Ice-T's contributions as well, man. It's just maybe it's a voice thing. It's a lack of creativity and cleverness in the writing. And it just comes off as cheesy, like he's trying.
It comes off forced to me.
Force, yeah, exactly.
It doesn't seem like this is natural to him
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
You know what I mean? To your point.
Yep. Even rapping to me sounded the same way though. Even the rapping sounded forced to me from Ice-T. But I like Ice-T though. He's got
Colors was hot though. I like Colors. But
Colors.
Even that felt forced.
Yeah,
It did.
yeah.
I am a nightmare walking,
Yeah.
psychopath talking. It wasn't like
exactly
fluid. It didn't have a lot of fluidity to it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Even then,
So but Ice has always been more of a personality. I think that's kind of the thing about his success, because it's just more of his personality. He's got a larger than life type of persona, and he says controversial things, and he's sort of unapologetically expresses his viewpoints, and that's always been what really has gravitated people to Ice-T, in my opinion. So that was better. That was better. That was an improvement. So I'll give Body Count a little bit of a chance, though, just based off of those riffs that I heard in that. Not sure if I'm gonna like the band.
It was better. Yeah, you're right.
But I'm glad we did that. Shout out to the homie, man. You know what I mean? That we know that told us to check that song out. So they kind of knew what we were probably like. So all right, guys. So that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, we have a Patreon channel. If you're interested, it will allow you to get early access and exclusive access to our content. I'm George. That's Ryan, Lost in Vegas.
We out.